what I think about moving from co-star to guest star level, I think that when you go in for a co-star, if you do your best work, you will naturally move to the guest star level with that casting office. And I have often started actors' careers. Like, for example, I have an actress who's been with me for a long, long time, and she started off as a stage actress. So she had no film on herself, but she's brilliant. So what we did was we started off with an actor's slate. And so, because she had no film on herself. So we did an actress slate. It's very funny. And she's very charming. And then we used that as her demo. And then we got her actually cuts for a video game, the video game Fear, the first video game, F-E-A-R. And she plays the psychiatrist. Her name is Jane Oppenheimer. And we used that. It was wonderful. And it came out like cuts like feature film. And so we used that as her new demo. We stopped using the actress slate. And then from there, we got her a bunch of national commercials. And then we ended up getting her a co-star on the show The Nine. And then from that, she impressed casting so much that they said, no more co-stars for you. And the next show was Close to Home, top of show guest star for her. So you use these things, these credits and these bookings as a stepping stone to getting you to the next level. Now, some people, we can jump right over to top of show guest star from nothing. I mean, a lot of people can do that, and that's just because they have the right photos, and they're just got the skill set, and they're charming, and they can work the room, and they can go right over to that level. And other people have to build it, step it up. But the thing to remember is I don't think there's any small roles ever. I've gotten people in for a co-star, and it turned out they were in the entire show, but you didn't know that when you got the first audition. They didn't tell you that. And I've had people go in for a co-star, and they were so brilliant that the casting office, the producers and the writers wrote the person an episode, wrote them a role, and then just contacted us a few months later and said, oh, we want him, we've written a role for him. So every time you can get into the door with casting office, you should go, because it's what you bring to it when you get in the door. And I've had people who actually went in on a co-star and walked out with a top show guest star, because if you can get in the door and you're so brilliant, you can show them what you can do. They'll, casting can then say, you know what, wait, you'd be good as this role, and let you do that. So we always encourage our talent on our roster to have really great, cold reading skills, because that can happen to you, and you'll get 20 minutes to work on it, and then come back in with the bigger role. And so I want all my people to attend all the auditions I get them. I don't ever submit someone or pitch someone for something that I don't think I want them to do. So if I've gotten you that audition, there's a reason I've gotten you that audition. I want you to meet that casting director. I want you to get in for that office or that show. I want all my people to always go, and if they want a bigger role, get a bigger role. You have so much control that you don't even know how much power you have. But the only time that you stop yourself is when you refuse to. You say, "Oh, that role's too small for me. I'm not going to go." Well, why? Are you going to stay home at the living room and watch the reruns? Why don't you go meet the casting people and impress them? Because you can make all sorts of things happen for yourself if you're in that room, and you can do very little if you refuse to go into the room because of some ego issue. And also another thing I think is book everything you can, book every union job you can, get your pension, and if you don't think the role when it turns out is too small, don't put on your resume, but work. Get the connections, work. And sometimes, when you do a small role maybe as a favor to that director or that producer, they remember, and they will do another show later, and they'll remember that you helped them, and hopefully that they'll help you too. It's all about friendship and networking and working. This is all, it's a very small community. We're all friends. I mean, I went to school with tons of the people that are the executive producers of all different shows right now, and they're creating series and stuff like that. These are my high school friends, and it's all about friendships. And so you're not going to make friends if you're staying home, watching reruns because you think that a role might be too small for you. It probably isn't. I mean, a lot of times even the co-star stuff, it's recurring. You don't even know. They won't tell you till you get in. But you can be brilliant and create a career for yourself. And look how many people have created careers for themselves just off of a great, interesting national commercial. That could be you, but it won't be if you won't go. Okay? It won't be you. I can promise you it won't be you if you don't go, but if you go, it could be you.